Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody that is making sure they've managed to save the money they need to or find the right job before they approach you with an offer, because what they really want is to be with you long term. They want to live together, they may want to get married, but this is a need to make sure that money is right first, and then I want you, us, forever. So determination with a little like sprinkling of practicality. So let's call on spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. Yeah, that was enough. Happy Saturday. I hope you're having a good day. If you would like a personal reading, I forgot what I was saying. Sorry, guys. A personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. And right below in the description box where you can find my email address, there's a link if you'd like to find out more about my memberships. There's 3 different tiers, including one that has a personal reading every month. All right, so this is the Edgar Allan Poe. Let's dive in and see what we've got going on. Yeah, so I looked at the Saturday, June 21st on my computer, and I had a brain fart while I was talking to you because I have to make sure that I remember my brother's birthday. So that's why I forgot what I was saying. We've got the 3 of Wands, 5 of Cups, and the High Priestess. So because somebody is acting a bit secretive, or maybe there's not a lot of communication, there's action going on behind the scenes, but I don't feel like they're communicating with you. So this could be somebody that you're literally in no contact with, and they're making plans for the rest of your lives without really telling you what their plan is. That's a choice. I don't know. That's weird. So they're being secretive, but they know that they're going to have to communicate. The issue is, I think they were pretty determined to talk to you about this earlier on, but there is a fear that if they don't have their money right before they come back around, that you won't take them seriously. So it's like in their opinion, kind of a catch-22. If I stay in contact with you, you probably won't believe me that I'm actually working on the things that I told you I'm working on. But I also need to make sure that you know that I'm working on these so that you don't feel like I've just completely forgotten about you. Ace of Pentacles, working on the money. Chariot, seeing some progress, wanting to move things forward, because as of right now, it does look like y'all are in no contact. This is wild. So I'm literally planning the rest of our lives together, but I'm not talking to you right now. And there's definitely a concern if I approach you the wrong way, then everything is ruined. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, there have definitely been money issues here. They felt like you wouldn't take them seriously if they made an offer unless they could demonstrate that they have fixed this. I don't need you to pay my bills. I don't need you to pay my rent. I've figured out, whatever. Queen of Wands and the Devil. For many of you, this is somebody who wants to show you that they've chosen a better path. What I was doing for work was too exhausting or too demanding. It didn't allow for my relationship. So this could be something where it's I was making a lot of money, but I had to travel, or I was doing what I love, but I wasn't making enough. This is I know that there was an issue with it. And I know that I was kind of stuck, but they want to show that they're capable of letting this go. This is What's the News. We'll see if the Dirty Money card comes out. there could also, for many of you, be somebody that was sending like a block on this person's money. So like a jealous ex, for example. Heart to heart, deep conversations, intimate discussions, blunt and honest, light bulb moment, sudden realization, feeling inspired, insightful awareness, and black sheep, rebelling, going against expectations, defying norms. I think you all had a conversation about what wasn't working, and you told them, look, I can't count on you, or we don't communicate like adults when it comes to money, or you ask me for things, or, I'm worried about you getting arrested. There was a very direct conversation where you told this person your concerns. They know what you're worried about, and that's when they realize they have to do exactly what it is that you would never expect them to do. So we have swept up, head over heels, falling in love, intense emotions, delay, procrastination, too busy, and the dirty money card. I told you. Laundering, steal, illegal. So I've made money, but it wasn't a very good way to make money. It got me into trouble. Or it encouraged me to hang out with people I shouldn't. Encouraged behaviors that I shouldn't be doing. Is this such a weird picture too? Can we just talk about this for a second? Because it's like, this is a chick in lingerie who's hanging up money to dry on a clothesline. I have so many questions. Anyways, this does not have to be any gender, right? Or it doesn't have to be a particular gender. It can be any gender. But we have somebody that was making money in a not so great way, or in a way that did not make their partner feel comfortable or their love feel comfortable. So things did not progress because of money. Sorry, I'm like very curious about the details on this card now. And I think that's like a fireplace. I can't tell what's in the fireplace. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Honestly, it makes me feel like, are those hands? Stop. No, I'm sorry for looking. There's some weird stuff going on here. Why do I feel like somebody's doing like fraudulent, like creating fake IDs, covering things up, that kind of thing. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Reckless behavior for money. Six of Pentacles. How do I get paid? By breaking law. That's what I do. What do you do? Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. This is not working out anymore. I feel like even without the conversation that they had with you, this person would have gotten to the point where they felt like they needed to make a change in their life. You've just expedited it. It's like you gave them a legit reason to make a change in their life. Okay, so if I don't do this, how could I make money a better way? Or if I wanted to live here, what can I do that isn't the same thing that I've been doing? Three of Cups in the reverse. Page of Cups. Lovers. So they essentially feel like they have to choose between the person they love and how they've made money. And you can see they have chosen you. But it means they've also had to equate that to not being friends with certain people. This choice, they avoided it for a while because it's a big choice and it impacted multiple areas of their life. Hey, Laura. Hey, Illuminati. Hello, Taryn. How are you doing? Hey, Christina. Aw, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I do have an interesting email. Yeah, could we just have something that actually is simple? Because that's so funny. That's what it says on the first card that came out. It's simple, really. No, it's never simple. Why is it so complex? Nine of Pentacles, King of Swords in the reverse, the Emperor, and the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Sure, I was making money. I was doing great, but I was breaking the law. Did I mess it up, you guys? Maybe this is somebody who's just accepting that this is the right time to make a change. Maybe they've been looking for a reason. They know this is not how they should be making money. And they feel like they have spent too much time doing this. So you're coming through as the Emperor. Even though this person was secretive, you already knew. I'm not getting that they like laid out the whole plan for you on what it is that they do to make money, but you knew. You're like, I don't know about all that. For some of you, you said very little to this King of Swords in the reverse about what needed to change, and they got it. They knew. They know they've fallen in love with you in part because you have morals or standards that they've been a little challenged with. They like that you're a little bit pure of heart. Nine of Swords in the reverse. So this is somebody who feels like you're an earth angel, and that means they felt a little bit like not good enough for you. Their biggest focus is changing how they make money because they feel that's a big part of what makes it feel to them that they don't deserve you. But they haven't talked to you about this. Not yet. This is the Love Oracle. Hey, Stephen, how are you doing? Hello, Justin. Yes, exactly. It's a real thing. Clinging, holding on, obsessing, spying. Stress, turbulence, tension, arguments. Running, ghosting, disappearing, invisible, and forbidden, non-committal, and sexual energy. Because of the people that the King of Swords in the reverse has worked with or been surrounded by, they are primarily used to very short, like one-night stand kind of connections. You know, we've got running, ghosting, disappearing, invisible, and non-committal. They're not used to falling for anyone. And then here you are. I love that this is somebody screwing in a light bulb. That's so freaking appropriate, because I do think that this is somebody who is operating in the dark. They didn't see what was going on, and we have this light bulb moment at the beginning. Somebody who has to admit or has admitted to themselves that they don't want that anymore. They're enlightened, or they're going through an awakening. Okay, this is not going to be for everyone, but Timelessness, I think is the name of the song, by Fear Factory. You inspired this person, and I feel like they're seeing things in a different way. Earth Angel, right? when they had pretty much resigned themselves to really just disliking everybody and everything. You showed them a different side to humanity, which is kind of a big deal, because I don't think that this person has been, hiding and being a hermit, at least not long term. They've encountered a lot of people, and you are very different. Page of Wands, Five of Pentacles in the reverse. How can I improve my financial situation without breaking the law? Chariot in the reverse, no cops. The Chariot can be the cops, right? And the Hierophant. In Gone in 60 Seconds, was the goal to be done with crime after that? I think it was, right? Like, we're going to steal 60 cars or whatever it was, and then we'll dip, right? Like, kind of like Johnny Depp in Below. I feel like this is somebody who's like, okay, I'll do one last thing and then I'm out. Have you seen no movies? We've seen this before. It doesn't work. This is somebody who's offered some dubious payday when they've already decided they want to be done. They want to move on. They want to do something better. Oh, really? I'm proud of you. Whoever this King of Swords in the reverse is, they've made this decision. They want to move into, obeying the law, making their money in a way that is less anxiety inducing. They leave. They don't accept this offer. This is like somebody saying, hey, well, I shouldn't put a number on it because I don't know what it really is. But this is a big payday. And they're like, nope, I don't do that anymore. And they leave. Six of Swords. They get on a bus, they get in a car, they hop on a train, whatever it is, they are gone. And something huge happens. This is the right time for them to have left. This Tower card is probably some sort of legal consequences for the people that were doing this thing that they were invited to participate in. Five of Cups, the Empress, Knight of Wands. There might even be some sort of news article or reporting that happens about this company getting in trouble, or there being big arrests over in this particular neighborhood. And I feel like the love interest gets worried. Oh no, what if my ex or love interest or whatever was caught up in that? Because again, I don't feel like you're in contact. You may be in low contact, but I don't feel like you're talking all the time. And with the Knight of Wands, I feel like that's when you hear from this person, actually, I left before that happened. I decided I didn't want to do that anymore. There's a huge sigh of relief for somebody because the King of Swords in the reverse decided to make a change. Six of Pentacles, Queen of Wands in the reverse. Three of Cups. I do feel like this is perfect timing for them to change because they avoid this. But it's also because I feel like there's someone that was purposefully trying to send negative energy towards this King of Swords in the reverse, like a third party, a friend, an ex, maybe even somebody they're related to who's like mad at them. I want your money to be bad. I want you to get in trouble. This could literally be somebody who calls the cops trying to, or hoping that this King of Swords in the reverse gets in trouble. but that energy gets sent elsewhere because the King of Swords in the reverse is not there anymore. Six of Swords, they left. So this magic or this like negative energy doesn't actually land or doesn't actually cause the problems that they were hoping. Let's see if I can do this without throwing it on the ground. Yay. Yesterday, I totally ruined it. Threw it everywhere. That's all right. Look, I think that you were sent into this person's life in part to test them. Can you leave this life behind? Can you choose something different? And the answer apparently is yes. They're standing up, making a change. Hello again. Recycle, recover. Number 21. And 38, succulence, resilience. 24, never give up, phrases and motivation. There's something in particular that you said to this person about what you believe to be true. And I think you inspired them. You told them they have gifts. They don't have to do this. They should be able to make money in this way or that way. And it's stuck with them, inspired them to actually make a change. You may not realize just how much your words meant to this person. This is the Pause Tarot. What else do we have? Ten of Wands, Queen of Swords, and Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, I think they're moving on. They're leaving this life in the past. It's not what they want to do anymore. And they know they're going to encounter some boundaries because previously there was a judgment made or there was a comment made that I can't be with somebody who does this, or I don't want to be worried about you all the time. So they're trying to figure out, how do I tell you that I've made this change, knowing that you're probably a little distrusting, right? Like I need to make it clear to you that I've made a change. Unexpected change. Queen of Wands. They've been working on manifesting a different life, one that includes you. They knew that they had to let go of an old style of life or an old karmic, approach to life. And they've made that decision, realizing that, of course, that also impacts how they make money, who they connect to, right? I agree. Hey, sometimes you just can't help it. You're that inspirational. You just be inspiring people all the time. So we've got the Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands in the reverse. So you're able to inspire someone to make a change for a major change for their life. And they're hoping it's a good place from which they can approach you about love. I don't know how you feel. I haven't seen anything about how you feel. Let's get some from the Golden Art Nouveau. Are these feelings reciprocated? Ew. I'm gonna go with no. I think we've got somebody who's changing their life. They want to spend the rest of their life with this Queen of Swords. But they did too much. They already caused too many problems. They already disappointed, lied to, or ghosted. where that magic seems to be gone. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse, King of Wands in the reverse, with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Honestly, this feels like I was hoping you would get it together, but you didn't. Could that emotion change? Possibly. This is how they feel right now. Do they know that you've done something? I don't know, but to be honest, I don't know that it's as easy as saying, hey, I don't make money that way anymore. Okay, but talk to me about how you're going to treat me with respect now that you've changed your job, right? Like there's other things that I feel the Queen of Swords is concerned about, and they've dealt with one thing. So it's kind of making me feel like we have somebody who, you know, your mom tells you got to clean your room, and you get all excited and you say, come here, come look at the room. I cleaned it. And all you did was make the bed. You didn't pick up anything off the floor. You just did one little thing and you wanted the congrats, the high five, the like, yay. This person has more that they need to work on. It's not just about how they make money. I feel like it's also how they treated you. So there could be a need for like respect for some therapy or something. Like, I don't know. Doesn't seem to be quite enough. They're focused on the money thing, and I think that's important. But it feels to me like the Queen of Swords is expecting more than that. This is the Overthinker's Oracle. Oh no. These are like obnoxiously large. It's not my fault. Okay, guys. This time I promise you my actions will match my words. I'm going to confess everything. But for some of you, this person's moving too late. They're fixing the things that they should have fixed a long time ago. You've already got somebody else in your life, or you're about to. And you look at this person as somebody who just plays games. So it's not easy for you to assume there's actually a change. We've got, I'm ready to see you face to face. I will love you until the end of time. Dark attachments, negative energy, spiritual blockages. Remember I said somebody was sending negative energy. There's a third party that is probably doing spell work on this person, to be honest. I stay awake all night thinking about you. I wish I had chosen you. I know who you are to me. I know we are supposed to be together. I'm plotting and scheming a way to get you to love me again. And they're about to message you. I feel like the message is going to make you go, what? Like, you're not going to understand initially, or it's going to be like, it's not going to sound like them. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you on the next reading. Doodles.